In the previous parts, we learned that the life support cycle of all biostructures in our star system, equal to 1.008 seconds, begins from the Sun's atmosphere. It then travels through translational connection tubes to all of the planets and satellites of the solar system. Space resembles the human brain, where planets are the neurons, and connections between planets are the synapses. In our case, the cycle reaches Earth through the Moon. There are 12 cycle receivers, one of which is Stonehenge. The cycle affects the heartbeat and the metabolic processes of biostructures. If the cycle stops, all living things will cease to function. Official science calls this cycle an autowave. These auto-oscillations then enter the Earth's brain, and through it enter into the atmospheric brain. The atmospheric brain is part of the planetary brain. Control information enters humans through translational tubes and through an antenna complex, consisting of the main tailbone antenna and the basic spine antenna, with some information also entering through the hair. Humans receive information as sound signals of various frequency ranges. Devices to detect these have not yet been created. For humans to live fully, they need a stable connection to receive energy and information flows from Earth's controlling structures. The human body and the energy structures creating this flesh require constant replenishment with energies of different frequency ranges. The same applies to all other material objects, both living and non-living. There is a process of energy dissipation, and without the replenishment of this energy, we would not live long. The energy flows that nourish humans pass through atmospheric grids using translational tubes. For example, each bone in the skeleton has its own translational tube. Translational tubes are elements connecting with the life support system of all living and non-living objects through the atmospheric grids. Through this construction, all information necessary for the normal functioning of the human energy information system and other biological objects is received and transmitted from the planet's life support systems. Translational tubes were first shown by the Earth's control system through French film director Luc Besson in the film Lucy. In several frames of the film, certain threads of different colors can be seen accompanying everything present in the frame, both living and non-living. Also in the film, there is a short scene where the heroine parts the information flow, revealing the signs through which information is transmitted. These signs closely resemble the Indian Devanagari script. There is also an illustration from the Scientific Research Institute Center for Preventive Strategies, where these translational tubes are visible. This illustration shows the so-called halo of saints and flows emanating from the head. Among them are two energy flows that we can see in numerous depictions of the prophet Moses. In this illustration, which is clearly shown in a cropped form, at the bottom one can notice part of a circle, with energy flowing from it upward. This may be part of human protection from unnecessary energies. A cocoon, or perhaps a sphere. Possibly, it's a torus of material filling. If the center of this sphere is located in the center of the human head, then the height of such protection would be approximately 3.5 meters. Recall the height of the ceilings in so-called Stalinist buildings. They were no less than 3.5 meters and more. Many psychics claim that such ceiling height does not interfere with brain development and is optimal. Humans have their own set of frequency ranges and need protection from the destructive influence of frequency spectra not inherent to them that create other structures, both material and non-material. These frequency ranges that are not included in human energy structures can destroy them. The energy flow and structure protecting humans is the immunity that scientists talk about. Through translational tubes, the magnetic pulse of the cycle enters the brain, where the personal cycle of the biostructure is formed, varying depending on the genotype, ranging from 1.008 to 1.24 seconds. The cycle is implemented through 3 groups of frequency spectra, where the structures of long-term and operational memory and connections and control structures are formed. The entire rhythm of heart function and blood movement depends on them. Interacting with the lungs. The brain initiates the work of the circulatory system with each inhalation of the gas mixture. Human lungs are the power generator for the entire energy information system, human. Only the brain controls the work of the lungs. No muscles or ribs can move independently without control. No brain will allow inhalation of a mixture not intended for breathing. The pressure necessary for inhalation and exhalation is created when executing brain commands, which is why during exhalation underwater, and when inflating balloons, etc., the pressure in the lungs exceeds atmospheric pressure. You can learn more by reading Fyodor Skrudnev's monograph, Reconstruction of Reality.